Good morning. Day one of the off-day cycle. Way better than the on-day cycle. Headed to Bass Pro today to pick up a few things we need, and gonna be working the rest of the week, honestly. Got a lot to get done still yet. Not that I've put it off as much as I like to let everybody else around me on my place get in there and stir everything up and get them kind of jumpy all around me, and then I go in and kind of make a nice hiding spot for them. So it seemed to work out the last couple of years, so I'm gonna keep doing it. May not work this year, who knows, but either way, let's talk about the acorn crop. It is a falling, starting to here within the next week. I'd say you'll really see it falling. That opening morning, if you can get off a water source somewhere, and I think it's supposed to be about 55 northeast wind, and now it's a week out, that could change. It could be southwest, but if you get off a water source decent ways where you can, try to imagine those older ones getting down there, getting a drink before daylight, maybe right at daylight, and then trying to slip back to bed, and they'll feed their way back to bed. So try to find that halfway point where you're not fully in their core area, but if you can find a place they're traveling through on their way there that's got a pretty good sized flat that might be dropping acorns all over. Sounds like it's raining. Squirrels are a good sign always. Maybe annoying, but we got something for that too. If you can get in that travel corridor where they're falling, you stand a pretty good chance at seeing some deer. Slickhead's in trouble, that's all I can say. So a lot of guys run their cameras. Once those acorns start dropping, you're going to start getting less pictures. It's going to change their pattern. I talked to Mark last night. That was his first question on some, which first question I had too. So have less pictures, but they're still there. I've got to check a few more cameras to see if they're still traveling the same way. I do believe they are. Follow what you hear. When you're where we are, and the acorn crop's the way it is, I mean, it could be anywhere. It'll be tough, but use what experience you've seen in the past, this time of year, where you found them at in the past, where you see them at most of the time. Hunt the outskirts of that. You don't want to get in there, and you don't want to, be right in the middle of their business, because it's early enough that I'm telling you they'll find somewhere else, and you won't be seeing them again. Don't freak out when your cameras ain't showing pictures, because here before too long, especially now, I've got most of mine out of velvet look like. You're gonna get some new ones show up too. Whenever they bust out of these bachelor groups and they go looking for home, you'll probably see a few little, territorial scrapes. Don't get excited. They're not rutting. They're just, hey, this is where I'm staying. You better be out by October. That's kind of what they're saying there. Don't freak though. Them deer, they won't go far. They'll bust up. You're probably gonna have one or two on your neighbors. Does that mean they're not gonna still be coming through your place? No, not necessarily. So, and hopefully your neighbor, you've got more for him than he's got. That'll keep him coming that way too. So, either way, 'tis the countdown to opening day. The week is on. We're headed to get some broadheads and some other goodies. Get out in the farm and do a little filming this week. Gonna move a stand or two around, do a little cutting, move some trees, whatnot out of the road, a couple other things. So got plenty to show you. Give me a holler. Any questions? I might have questions for you, honestly. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying I'm know-it-all. I'm kind of just putting what I do know on the table and looking for feedback. I mean, we're in this together. We're all trying to kill a biggin. So I do have one that's got a split 4 that I ain't decided if it's him or I've got a pretty good 10, one of the two, which one I'm going after. Probably whichever one walks by first, to be honest with you. But, Mark may have his name on one too. I haven't got to see him yet. We'll get to see him opening morning. Mark, I missed your face. So, no homo. Either way, that's today's tidbit. Don't freak out when they disappear. They're there. You might not see them for a few weeks. They're there. Be ready to take roll call on some new ones too. That's always a pleasant surprise. So usually right here about the second week of September, I usually start getting a few bucks that I might have had the fall before I ain't seen all summer. And whenever he comes back to where his hidey hole is, you know, that's what I like to hear. So, either way, that's what we got. We will catch y'all in a little while.